It's been a ride. It's been incredible to work with these people, to work with this ensemble for nearly 2 years and to end it with such a bang. It's been great. It's been such a pleasure. Right, now onto the actual evaluation. So this evaluation is on the second night of Win the Willows, which was today. I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm so exhausted. It was just incredible. Like, the energy was insane. All of us had upped our games, and honestly, like, we were all, you know, giving the credit to the audience because we had such a good audience. Like, the energy we were getting off of the audience, we were bouncing off of each other, and all of us took so many risks that I didn't even know that some of us were capable of taking. I know I was capable of taking off so many risks, and I know these people for nearly 2 years now, but because we had such a good audience, we were able to comfortably just take risks and just go into fuck it mode. Excuse my French. But yeah, and so we had a cracking show. And from the feedback from everyone else, it was cracking as well. You know, during, like, this whole Win the Willows, I felt quite disconnected with, because I didn't have a major role. I didn't have much to do, to be honest, and I just felt quite disconnected with it. And so that put me behind, like, I don't know, that kind of changed my focus, my game, not my performance at all, but definitely my whole emotional side of it. And I think that matters a lot as well, because we're in it for the fun, right? What else are we doing it for? We love it. But yeah, and so I had trouble struggling with that, dealing with that, but it just doesn't matter, because, and it took me 5 weeks to realise it doesn't matter, but because we ended up having a sick show, perhaps the best show we've done. It was just great. Weaknesses of this whole thing, it was just, honestly, I think it was the focus and the dedication from all of us. And I've mentioned a few times before, we just had to do warm-ups and get in there, and we had to learn our lines. But that mainly goes out to the main cast, because the rest of us didn't really have much lines. It was very character and principal cast focused. And strengths, obviously, like the energy, the risks we took, it was insane. Like, you know, like with mine, a personal risk I took when I had my little scene with Zoe, when I come on and I'm supposed to be a nosy little hedgehog. I've never, like, I didn't really in rehearsals, and even on the first night, I didn't really like go for it with the laughter, because I knew the audience, there'd be awkward silence, and that's not good for anyone. But in the second night, because the audience, I fully like broke into this robustious laughter after my line, because that's what I was supposed to do, and it worked. Everyone laughed, and it felt so good, because comedy is so dangerous. You don't know if they're gonna laugh or not, because comedy is very personal as well. Not everything, like something I find funny is not something that you may find funny, and it's a very personal, opinionated thing. But yeah, and it felt so good. And Tana took so many risks, Rio took so many risks, Sophia took so many risks as well. And Sophia and Joanna always covered each other up. They're really good at working together with improv, so they covered each other up really well. They made their own safety blanket. Like, Sophia took a lot of risks as well. She ad-libbed and added her own little punchlines. It was great. It was great. It was so good. To improve next time, I think it would just be the lines. Although I only had 2 lines, so I didn't really have to worry about that. But I think there'd just be a general note, and I'd just say take even more risks. Like, the more risks we took, the better the audience got, and it was just great. Because I think in the second night, we can't just give all the credit to the audience, because in the second night, I think we all, as a group, as a cast, as an ensemble, we all went into flight or fight mode, and we were just like, this is our last show, we're not going to see some of these people, we're losing some people, and we've had a cracking 2 years together, and we want to show that. And we just went into this mode where we were like, we just have to, this is our last night, shit just hit the fan. And I think that's why we were able to take so many risks as well, obviously, and also because of the audience. But yeah, and I've had an amazing time with these people. Sorry, that was a really fat moth. I've had an amazing time with these people for 2 years, and I'm gonna miss some of them. We're gonna lose a few people, but we're always gonna be a performing arts family, man. That's never gonna change.